Pisces, hello. So I do have a story for you too, and how I relate to Pisces. So I was at this wedding one time, and there were all these bridesmaids and all these women all over the place. We were all getting our hair done at some place. And I had some extensions done and all these different things. We had these really cool dresses and, you know, the Nina shoes and the whole 9 yards, right? And there, even the flower girl and everything, there had to have been at least like 12 of us. I don't know, for what, maybe it's the mother, I don't know. There was just so many women in that room, and all of us, half were Pisces and half were Libras. And I thought to myself, you know, I never really thought of Libras and Pisces being so connected, although I do have a lot of Pisces in my life. And I started thinking about the life cycle of the astrology wheel. And, you know, Pisces is like, okay, so you get to Libra and it becomes partnership, right? And then you get to Pisces and you become selfless, or not necessarily selfless person, but there's that otherworldly, beyond self kind of feeling. So I kind of get it. There's a connection between Pisces and Libra that is hard to explain, but it has to do with moving to a new dimension almost that we uniquely understand. Libra more from the singularity to the partnership, and then with Pisces moving on to this place where you're beyond all that. And it's so weird to start over in the Aries position and how that transition happens, but I kind of get it. I have a North Node in Aries, so it kind of makes sense to me. But anyways, I digress. Basics. Gender is not an issue. It's male and female energies only. And if this reading doesn't resonate for you, it's fine. You know, there are plenty of great readers out there. I could say to look at your other placements, but honestly, this reading is for anyone who identifies with Pisces. And I might accidentally say he sometimes, but that's just an old bad habit. Growing up, he kind of meant anyone, whether male, female. It was just a reference. I don't know, just old habits die hard. But I am learning how to refer to your person. Okay, let's get into it. If I forgot something, I will, you know, bring it up by and by. Okay, so I like to draw 9 cards, 3 sets of 3. And each line is its own conceptual situation. It's not necessarily linear, but the order of the cards do have some bearing. And if more line, oh, the last 2 cards popped out. Oh, it's upside down. And bottom of the deck, very nice. If there are connectors that are needed, or cards to clarify, I will use this Smith Waite deck here that has a border. I like them without the borders. Aren't they beautiful? I mean, the cards are just so much more beautiful than I thought they were once I saw them without the borders. Okay, the Fool used, wow, okay. The Fool is the trump card. I mean, it overpowers everything else. It's not only a major arcana, because you actually have a couple more major arcana in this spread. Wow. But this one is going to be your overriding factor here. So what I love about the Fool is that he's completely open, or she, whatever. apologize. They, we need a new, Zay, right? I heard something about that anyway. So the Fool starts out on this journey and doesn't need to take much. And the thing is that the Fool is in the upright position for you, but it looks like he's going off into the void. So I think your person is going, but doesn't necessarily see what's ahead or really understand it yet. Your person's just ready to take that chance. And I'm ready to take that chance again. No, I'm really not going to sing, but I grew up listening to some of that kind of stuff, so I don't know. You probably wouldn't even remember the name of the person who sung that song. Anyway, the next in this story is the Knight of Pentacles, but this knight is not right side up for you. In this story, the knight is going in this direction towards the Fool. So, but the thing is that this knight isn't ready to move. So does it really matter that the Fool is in the knight's line of sight? But your person definitely is feeling like a knight, and that take charge attitude, and your person's not jaded. There's definitely the Fool and the knight energy. And look at this. Talk about not jaded. Your person is more like a Page of Cups, which is a very youthful, loving. This person is ready to start something with love, although it's a little fishy. The way the page is trying to give love. I don't see how. Yeah, the knight being upside down kind of changes the direction of all this, but the page is also going in the direction of the Fool. The Ace of Wands is upside down, so passion, it wants to get started, but it's not quite there yet. Not sure exactly what's going on, because obviously the Fool wants to start a new journey, and the page has love to give. Passion, perhaps, is there. I mean, it's here. I mean, it's present in the story. However, being upside down, or reverse, should I say, I believe your person is holding back that passion. Because your person knows you're the Empress. A lot of times, these cards are stories about just what your person's perspective, but it's so clear to me that as much as your person wants to show their passion to you, they know that this is an important connection and not to be taken lightly. So, your person spends time in contemplation to make decisions and looks inward to see what kind of actions should be taken. Okay. And look at this. From the Page of Cups, we're now in a new concept of Knight of Cups. This knight is now not, well, I mean, this is not Wands. So your person is not coming in with just fiery passion. This is more about developing a love, but this is a knight. It's not a king or a queen. So the knight here is just checking things out. Your person may or may not be here to stay. That is yet to be determined. This is another arcana, that major arcana that's upside down in this case. Justice is to do with balance, fairness, and I think that this knight is not feeling balanced and really wants to hang on to resources. Now, if the resources are love or whatever, it doesn't make any sense because your person's coming in here. I want a clarification on this line here because it's not clear to me what exactly the story is. It's going to take some work. And another Page of Cups. Still something fishy here. Okay, let's talk about... Okay, well, let's talk about first the overall, which is the Ace of Swords. Something needs to start from a more logical approach. Something has to be more, has to be considered more before going further, is what I'm sensing. Okay. In time, what does Pisces person see? Ooh. A loss. And laying down of arms. Oh, oops. And a cup being refused. Huh. 9 of Cups. Oh, that was right set up for me. So that means that flipped over now, finally. Okay, I'm going to say... Oh, let's... that's not... Maybe that's not the bottom card, because we have to wait to make sure I don't pull any more cards. Okay, but that may be it. It's so weird, as this looks so auspicious, but then it becomes suspicious as we get closer to the nitty-gritty. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily read all this as bad, because clearly there's a wish fulfillment here going on. Your person feels that you would get tired of the love they have to offer. So that's where the feeling of giving up and just accepting that it's not going to happen. Yeah, that's definitely not the whole story. So what's going on here? How do we get from here to here? What's going on there? We're going from a 4 to a 9. And we have the King of Wands. This is... Oh, okay. Okay. Now... How did you, spirits and angels, spirit guides and angels, that would have explained a lot, because here earlier we had the Ace of Wands upside down. Now we have the King of Wands. So this is where passion, but why this? Wait a minute. Okay. Passion is a resource. That's not okay. So it seems to me like your person is kind of giving up on the idea that they have enough to give and offer. So they bring passion into the equation. And it's so exciting. It's everything. But this is passion. This isn't, I don't see this as everlasting love. So I'm going to pull another card, and I want to see from this passion and holding on to, in this particular case, I'm going to say he's holding on to the relationship, perhaps through sex, or not he, but it could be she, whatever. I apologize again. Your person. King of Cups. All right. Looks like through passion, this is an interesting situation, because usually, okay, so your person starts out with the idea that, you know what, let's not ruin this connection by throwing, sex into the equation right away. And then, things are not working out. The cups not being received as well. So there's this is time to almost like a game, playing this card, but by introducing this thing that your person wanted to give from the beginning but was afraid because of tradition or whatever the case may be. I'm surprised I didn't see a Hierophant here. Finally giving into what was really authentic in the beginning. That's why in the end your person is the King of Cups for you. And okay, so this is a happy ending, or happy, well, it's not an ending, it's a happy journey. Okay. All right, but so it looks like the moral of the story is your person is going to be afraid to be authentic with you because you matter, and it could cost the connection. But when finally your person realizes that that it's the perfect time to bring this part of themselves into the relationship, that everything feels right and the connection is complete. All right, so spirits, the hawk. Got this earlier today with one of the signs. I can't remember which one, but I did like it. I did. I think it was Aries that got it. All right. Omens and messages. That's right. So I kind of remember this. So along the way, you can look for certain synchronicities that will show you that this is going on, that you can see that you're the Empress for this person. And if you see things starting to cool off a little, I think it might be time to realize that what you're missing is that element that was actually very natural and could have been introduced earlier. Okay, so we already know, look for magic and synchronicities and whatnot. Okay. Let's see, angels. What have you got for Pisces? This is a cool little story, but let me tell you, it's been a tough road. Ace of Wands, huh? I love it. This is a great start, huh? Forgot to show you the overall card for the for that part of the story. Okay. All right. So I pulled 3 cards from the angels, and sometimes they're here to warn you about things like what's going on there. Or they could be just telling you the good news, like, you know, what's going on here. So let's see what we got here. Angels, attraction, yes. Well, from the get-go, like here, attraction, but it's held back. Flirt. Yep, I think that's where. And romantic feelings. Oh yeah, because I mean, well, I would say it's just, yeah, this is, you know, it seems like kind of like a young love. I feel like the folks that I'm talking to are a little bit, they're definitely in the younger, not as many relationships, because the guy here is, or not the guy, but your person here is unsure of what moves are the ones that are going to, I don't think that your person does that to try to control the situation and help you to fall in love. I think it's more that your person honestly believes that for the highest and best good, and only realizes later that that was just misguided. All right, so I have my own deck here of messages that your person would want to tell you or want to admit to you, or something that your person would never actually say because the conversation that ensues is just like, you know, but it's definitely something that your person would like you to know. Uh-oh. You don't know, well, you know what? This one didn't want to come out because you saw that last minute thing. Because it doesn't even, I mean, I think I know what it would have meant, but I wasn't feeling it. I felt like from the minute I started to pull it, it was already like, whatever's on this card can't be right, because it shuffled weird. Yeah. It didn't fly out. Maybe I'll wait for something to fly out. Yeah, let's see if I can get something to fly out. Because I want it to make sure it's the right one. Because so far, out of the last 11 readings, my personal deck has been a real insightful tool. So, I don't see anything flying out, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. This one is definitely meant for you. If you stay in my life and show devotion, I will open up to you. There you go. Yeah, that other card that was coming up started talking about betrayal, and I'm like, you know, I kind of knew that card didn't feel right. It's just even as I was pulling it up. But if that was to have something, it was more like a betrayal, an inadvertent one, you know. So either way, I wasn't going to sense something different than this story, even with that. Just didn't sit. Okay, one last. I take 6, so let me count 6 and then I'll roll them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one did not land right, so okay. All right. M W I G 2 eyes. Okay, usually, usually the letters are the first letter of a word and there's an entire sentence. But keep in mind, it's not necessarily in the right order. It could be in a different order. Sometimes it does spell a word, but in a lot of cases, it's more like, you know, why I go, my, yeah, just there's usually a sentence somewhere in there. So I've always liked it when readers have taken out letters for the readings, because I always find this amazing message if I look at them like acronyms, and it just jumps out at me. So I hope that that happens for you too. I'm just taking that chance. See, I never really get a lot out of saying, well, I see Libra here, and I see a Taurus here, and I see, no, that has never really done much for me. But so I tend to focus on the things that I resonate with when I watch readers. So I hope that resonates for you. Well, Pisces, it sure was nice spending some time with you. I am going to spend some more time meditating on you and the rest of the astrological wheel so that I can help you all again sometime soon. Have a great week.